It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Calgary and I'm on the way to a friend's place. We're gonna see this collection, hopefully go for a spin in one of them and just find out how he got these cars. And man, I can't wait. It's sunny, we're gonna go look at some sick cars. It doesn't get better than this. Well, we have arrived at Max's dad's house and he's got a few of the cars outside already. We have an E30 now. This thing, I mean, look at this, look at the wheels on it, VBS's, got a Fiat Uno and an Audi R8. If you know what this is not a normal R8. Little hint right there with that wing. Anyways, I'm gonna wait for him to tell us about the cars. Opening up the garage, let's see what we've got in here. Oh my goodness. Wow, wow, wow. Simon, can you tell me, I mean, first of all, these are all your cars, right? You don't have any more hiding anywhere else?
I don't have any hiding, but I have some more on the way.
Oh.
Within the next couple of weeks or so. So I'm always forever kind of switching them out and changing them up, right? So
can you tell us what you bought?
I've got a 2008 RS6.
Oh.
Coming from Japan, like V10.
Yes.
Turbo. The other one, I'm going to keep that under wraps for now.
Okay.
But yeah, if you want to come back in a couple of weeks or so, then
I will definitely come back, especially if you're going to keep it under wraps when you've got cars like these. This is probably the best car you have, in my opinion.
This is a replica, right? So it's not the real deal, but
still,
it's,
yeah. Like you never even see replicas, yeah, exactly. Like ever.
This was actually built by a couple of the guys that built the original ones. Back in the 80s, they started up a business. This was one of the first cars that they built. You drive this in Canada? Yep. So you just have a plate inside, or? I've got a plate right in there, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just tucked in there.
I've seen a few police kind of look at me and think, should I pull you over? And then they've changed their mind. I think it's probably a bit confusing for them.
Yeah, they're probably like, you know, I'm just not even going to deal with this. Like, look at it, it's got the gold wheels on it. I love the livery. Wow.
It's in a transition period right now. I'm just kind of doing a new interior, dashboard, that sort of thing. I'm going to put some harnesses in it.
So it's right-hand drive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I was going to say, it's hard to tell. Man, that is so cool. Look at this. You got the whole front end, front clamp, kind of like reminds me of a Miura.
Yeah, it's
wow. The RS200 is really cool, but I wanted to see the rest of his collection and find out how he affords all these cars. So if you had advice for a teenager that wants to have a collection like this, what would you say?
Don't give up is the first thing. Just work hard, right? Work hard. Try and recognise at a young age what adds value to your life and what takes value away from your life. Because we all do things when we're young that, you know, we kind of look back on and think, not necessarily regret, but think it could have been a bit of a waste of time, right? Another thing is, don't think that you'll enjoy it any less if it takes you 20 years to get there or 25 years to get there. In fact, if anything, you might enjoy it more. And then here, I see you got a Ferrari FF. Yeah. Why'd you buy this car? Two things. It's a V12.
Yeah.
And it's a Ferrari.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line, right? I've still got young children, so when I go to the mountains at the weekend,
you take this?
Yeah, take this.
That's so cool.
Another thing is, don't think that you'll enjoy it any less if it takes you 20 years to get there or 25 years to get there. In fact, if anything, you might enjoy it more. That was a piece of advice given to me at a fairly young age by a friend of mine who was super successful at a young age and went out and bought a Ferrari 355, brand new, but sold it within a year, and because it was kind of consuming his whole life. Spent his whole first year's salary on a car. He said to me, I'll get one again in 20 years time and I'm not going to enjoy it any less. And that kind of stuck with me. He's right. He's definitely right. So don't be in a rush. Never give up.
Yeah.
It will happen.
It's almost as simple as that. And here, this is not just any R8. This is a GT, correct?
Correct, yeah.
So 333 in the world.
Yeah, number 212.
212.
Yeah. I've never actually driven any other R8s.
Just
I'm
this.
told this is a lot more raw.
Yeah.
Kind of regular R8s.
What year is this?
This is 2012.
2012. So you got the carbon mirrors, carbon there, carbon on the interior.
Carbon everywhere,
yeah. Yeah, every single piece. Oh, even the front splitters. Yeah. It's funny, you never see R8 GTs. And then I came to Calgary and I've seen like 5 of them. How Calgary seems to have every R8 GT ever built is in Alberta.
I know, there's some cool cars in Calgary, right? Kind
of
hidden away and
well, like this. Very hidden away. When was the last time you had the RS 2000 out? Or 200?
Probably not last summer, but summer before.
Okay.
And then I kind of decided to do the interior, but it takes time because of work and everything gets in the way.
Speaking of work, I wanted to know what he does to actually afford these cars. Do you mind sharing what you do to afford all of these cars?
So I've got a couple of businesses, my business and my wife's business, but mine is signage. I do commercial signage. We provide installation services for all the big kind of advertising agencies and stuff down in the US and in Canada. So
when you say signage, do you mean like signage on the side of a highway, like billboards, or you mean in the cities?
Mainly interior stuff in the big supermarkets, all the retail stuff.
Okay.
And also commercial buildings. So yeah, we just do all the kind of interior signage, right? So, and there's a lot of it. You don't notice it until you're looking, and there's signage everywhere, right? So and someone's got to deal with it. So that's what we do, right?
I still had a few questions to ask Simon later, but I wanted to find out the story on this car. Fiat Uno Turbo.
Correct. Yeah.
So is this car imported from?
This is from Japan as well. I didn't even know they were released in Japan, to be honest. But this was my first ever car in the UK. So,
wow.
I was just flicking through the auction sites one night, saw this, and I had to have it, right? So,
yes.
Because there's not many of these around anymore, because they're an 80s Italian car, so
they break.
Most of them have turned to dust, right? So
it's beautiful colour.
Yeah, all original. Like just over 100,000 kilometers. Yeah.
Wow. It's a cool car.
Yeah, fun little car, right? Just nostalgia, right? So
it
takes me back to when I was 18 years old, growing up in the UK.
It reminds me a lot of a Lancia Delta Integrale almost, but like a lower version.
Well, it's funny you say that. I've had 3 Integrales since and that was my inspiration as a kid, right? Because I saw I couldn't stretch to an Integrale because they were kind of up here, right?
Yeah.
So, and this was the next best thing, you know, for a tenth of the cost, right?
Yeah.
So this is what all the kids had in the UK, these and the Renault Turbos, Peugeots, RS Turbos, so yeah.
But before we get to the last car, the BMW E30, I want to know more about his business history so that maybe we could learn a lesson or two. And how did you get into that business? Because I don't imagine you just wake up one day and just know people and do it.
I did, my background is construction.
Okay.
I was 25 years in construction, and I had a friend that was in the industry, and we decided to go into business together. I was kind of semi-retired, if you like. Spent my whole year, like I say, in construction, done quite well there. Semi-retired, and then he came along. We kind of started this business up. He left the business after quite a short time. Yeah. And now it's all me. It's been going 4 or 5 years now, and super successful. So yeah.
And when did you move to Canada?
2008.
So you've been here a while.
Yeah, I've been here a while. Yeah.
And in England, you did the construction, then you moved here and you started the signage business?
No, I still did construction when I came over here. Yeah, like just worked hard, work all the hours you can, and like get yourself in a position where you can kind of semi-retire, if you like. And then gives you time to figure things out, and start the business and just went from strength to strength really quickly, right? So
I still wanted to know what his wife does.
Our business is a recruitment business,
a
staffing agency. So again, supplies staff for all the big kind of warehouses and again, retail, right? So it's good to.
That's good. Both of you running a business. I know it's hard. It's not easy to run a business.
Yeah, it's time consuming for sure. It's time consuming, but the rewards, obviously, as you can see, are definitely worth it, right?
Yes. Now it is finally time to look at the last car. Maybe my favorite. I mean, the RS200 is pretty cool, but like this is just. I love this kind of 80s, 90s Euro. BBSs. E30 convertible, right? Not an M3, so 320...
325i.
Okay.
The M-Tech package.
How long have you had this?
It's been 3 years now. It's been my next project when the RS200 is finished. Yeah. This is going to be... I'm going to redo the interior. I've done all the mechanics on it, but the next thing is to do the interior, then the roof.
I really want an E30, but... Right now, E36 is a lot more affordable. They've gone up so much.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of the hype culture. And thanks to my friend Aiden in LA. I feel like he's single-handedly raised the value. And E30, bruh. Bought like every single one in California. And now they're hard to find in nice condition. So out of all the cars you ever owned, what's been your favorite?
Do you know what? As a driving experience, I'd have to say I had a 997 GT3. Yeah. And that is a fantastic car to drive, and also I had a Lancia Delta Integrale, the Evo 1, and again, fantastic car to drive. The GT3 and the Integrale are by far the best drivers' cars.
But you sold both of them.
Yeah. That's just me. I think I get a buzz out of actually buying new cars.
Yeah.
And having something different in the garage. So, yeah, that's why I don't tend to keep hold of cars for too long.
Yeah.
2-3 years, and then they go.
That's better than me so far. I've never had a car over 7 months. The only one I've had is my Rolls-Royce Silver Shadow. I've had that for 4 years. It's broken. I don't want to sell it, but I did try and sell it a few times because my parents, they're like, you need to get rid of this. And every time the buyer would fall through on the day off, I'm like, it's not meant to be sold.
Exactly right.
So I have it still. But other than that, I've never had a car more than 7 months. There we go. Riding the R8 GT.
Yep.
Yeah. And then here you've got some of your old cars.
Yeah. That's my old Cosworth.
Wow. Look at that. Is this here in Calgary?
That went to Quebec, I believe.
And you've got the whale tail, right?
Yeah.
All the carbon fiber.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, the whale tail on the Cosworth is like comes all the way out and then it's down, kind of like a fin. Pretty rare car. Integrale, right?
Yep. That's the Evo 1. That went down to Colorado. Sold that on the Pecan market.
That is nice. This car is special. This one is just the presence, like, I don't know, it's like, to me it's on the level of like an F40. So this will be up next summer, hopefully.
Yeah, for sure. 100%. 100%, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Thank you. And you got a little bike even.
Oh, yeah. I don't get on that anymore. I'm too old for that. Never give up.
Yeah.
It will happen.